What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and I hope the rest of your day as always gets even better. Now in today's video I have a back workout coming up. I'm going to be hitting the gym with my friend Chris. We're going to be doing a back workout as I promised yesterday. I also have a meal prep. Now it's not going to be too much of an extended meal prep. I'm just going to be showing you the meals I'm going to be consuming, for the following week, in general, these following days. So it's probably going to be chicken, sweet potato, an assortment of veg, probably maybe broccoli with something else, and we're going to be topping it off with a condiment. So it's probably going to be fairly dry, more lean than usual. Other than that, I also wanted to talk to you in general about some changes I'm going to be doing when it comes to my workouts and training style of training in general. So basically what I've realized is that these past couple of months, and in general when it comes to the workouts, I've been doing the same exercises, I've been doing the same rep ranges, I've been lifting the same amount of weight, not progressively overloading as much as I wanted to, or I want in general. So basically what I'm going to be doing is this. I'm going to be doing less exercises. So instead of 5 to 6 exercises, I'm going to be doing 4. I might do 5, but the whole idea here is for the overall amount of sets performed in each workout to be 12 or lower. So the idea behind this is basically I'm going to be performing 4 exercises for each muscle group, okay? And then I'm going to be performing 3 sets of each, with 8 to 12 reps. So I'm trying to focus more on lifting a good amount of weight, feeling great contraction, getting a pump without sacrificing form, and without really, let's say, burning or overtraining the muscle. Now I'm not overtraining the muscle, I believe. However, I've started to feel less of a pump when it comes to my workouts. I've started to see that I don't have the same amount of strength when it comes to recovery. I don't focus enough on recovery because after all, I just realized that I've kind of put aside, even though I used to focus on this extremely, is recovery. So I do focus on recovery now, but I used to focus on recovery much more due to the fact that, if you don't know it, muscle and general, the whole bodybuilding part and muscle development in general takes place when resting. So, when we sleep, when we, eat our diet, when we rest, when we recover, when we take days off, when you're going to the gym and actually, lifting weights, you're actually tearing the muscle, you're destroying muscle fibers. So in order to build the muscle, replenish, recover, build those muscle fibers back even stronger, you have to then go back home, eat a sufficient amount of calories and protein, and then rest, due to the fact that your body builds and recovers while resting. So something that I haven't been prioritizing is taking enough days off. So I'm going to be taking 2 days off, depending on when we need them and depending on my program. They're either going to be, packed together at the end of the week or probably scattered in between. That's probably how I'm going to do it. So I'm probably going to be, training, let's say, for instance, chest and back. Then I'm going to be taking an off day, legs. So we have, we're rested, well rested, and we can focus on the legs. Or in your case, or in my case in the future, another muscle group I want to focus on. After the muscle group I want to focus on, which is in my case legs, I'm going to have another rest day, and then I'm going to be performing the rest of the workouts. So to sum up, chest, back, off day, legs, off day, arms, shoulders, and repeat. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be also performing, as I mentioned, 4 exercises for each muscle group, but we're really going to be focusing on them, okay? So we're going to be warming up the muscle group in general, and then we're going to be performing 3 really good working sets when it comes to each one with good weight. So for instance, let's say the chest, I'm going to try and focus on a good, slow, negative part of the movement, a fantastic, very good stretch at the bottom to tear, as much as we can. Feel the muscle like it's being teared apart, okay? And then a boom, almost explosive, poof, positive part of the movement whilst feeling and contracting as much as we can the muscle, okay? but not holding at the top as much. So we're gonna be focusing on the negative, okay? Keeping tension on the muscle. They don't have to be that negative, but you get the general idea. Then we're gonna be stretching as much as we can, or in case of, flies, as much as we can. The bicep, we want to fully extend so it can stretch the muscle, okay? You get the general idea. And then we want to explosively, boom, positive part of the movement, whilst, squeezing, contracting, but without holding that much at the top. We just want to immediately get back into the movement and keep the tension on the muscle that's being worked. So that's the general idea. That's probably what we're going to be doing. So we can kind of reset, because I think I'm overdoing it. I'm probably performing 16 or more sets when it comes to my workouts. I'm, kind of reaching, let's say, well, not kind of a burnout, but I'm actually, I think overworking the muscle, overtraining it, because after all, I am a natural athlete. So I do not take steroids. I don't take performance enhancing drugs, okay, PEDs. I don't take anything of the sort. So I'm a natural athlete, and I do have to prioritize rest, recovery, because you can't really push your body as much compared to enhanced athletes, okay? They recover much faster. The workload they can put their body through is much higher. So in general, I tend to kind of get carried away sometimes by, watching bodybuilders and experts and athletes and, other people in general. And I need to focus on my body. So immediately, as I thought to myself, I'm not contracting enough, I'm not pumping enough, I can't feel, a good pump as often as I should. It's not that I don't feel it completely, but as often as I should. And also, I can feel my sleep isn't as good. The recovery in general is taking a hit. So this is actually what we have to focus on. So that's going to be the way we're going to be training from now on. So for instance, in back today, in the back workout, you're going to see exactly how we're going to be doing it. Okay, so we're going to be doing a warm-up set, maybe even 2, to get the blood flowing, a good, movement. And then we're going to be attacking 4 exercises, 3 sets, 3 working sets each, with good form, proper technique, 8 to 12 reps. And when it comes to, drop sets or training to failure, we're probably only going to be doing it on the final set of each exercise, okay? When it comes to cardio, I do usually do the Stairmaster, okay? However, I feel like I have something in my ankle. It's not like, it's an irritation. And I think it's caused by too much of the Stairmaster machine for cardio. So I've been doing, half an hour each day, every day. And I think I can feel that irritation and pain when I do that specific machine. So I'm going to be taking a small break from that machine, and I'm going to be focusing on another cardio machine. So it might be the elliptical machine, which burns a decent amount of calories, and we're also going to be doing it for a slightly longer amount of time so that we can get the cardio calories burned in as well. Other than that, as I mentioned, the diet is, going to be prepared today. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be eating. Weigh-in for today is coming up. I'm going to weigh myself today. So without further ado, let's get into today's weigh-in. I can't be bothered today to take off my hoodie, my, trousers and stuff. So I'm just going to weigh myself as it is. It's probably going to show us a bit higher up today due to the fact that I also, downed a liter of water right before, filming the video, which was kind of dumb by me. I should have just, held on a little bit longer before drinking the water. I could then, weigh myself and then drink the water, but it's okay. Coffee today. We also have coffee today. Freddo espresso. Let's get into the weigh-in. Okay, so first weigh-in coming in for today, guys. Oh, it's not that higher up actually, that's perfect. 116.3 for the first weigh-in. So let's go, second weigh-in for today. 116.5. Yes, so basically this half a kilogram up is probably due to the water consumption and, the fact that I am wearing, a full set of clothes today. I'll try to do my best tomorrow to weigh myself fresh when I wake up, without wearing, anything but my boxers and without having consumed water right after the bathroom, which is the ideal time to weigh yourself, and 116.6. So as you can see today, 116.3, 0.5 and 0.6 were the 3 weigh-ins. Now, I expected such. So basically what we're going to do is tomorrow we're going to try and weigh ourselves fresh, out of bed. after having used the bathroom and without having consumed any food or water, which is, as a matter of fact, the ideal way to weigh yourself, or time in general, okay? So, back workout coming up, the meals also later on, so stay tuned and I'll catch you guys for the meals and in the gym. So this is going to be the first meal of the day. We have rice flour here. As you can see, we have per 100 grams, 357 calories, 80 grams of carbs, and this is going to be the first meal. So we're going to be taking our scale and using a lovely protein scoop to add 100 grams to the mix. 74. Ah, 102. It's okay. So 103 grams. So we're going to take this over here. We're going to add some water to it. And then we're going to apply it here. And we're going to cook this, okay, just so it gets to a good consistency. And then we're going to add a scoop of Clear Whey Cybernetics protein powder with honey, stevia, and everything else we need. Oh, and a banana. So I'll catch you when this is ready and done and cooked, so that we can add the rest of the ingredients. So as you can see, guys, it is now ready. Has a different type of consistency now with the water. So we're going to be adding 30 grams of this Clear Whey protein powder. Here we go. Weighing it out, of course. So we're going to add 35. So 35 grams of the whey protein, and now we're going to be adding 30 grams of honey, 1 banana, and also some stevia. So I'm going to add everything and mix it up, and I'm going to show you the final product. So we've added the banana, stevia, and some vanilla extract here, and we also have the honey. So for the honey, we're gonna, put the scale to 0, and whatever we subtract is the amount we add. So 0, and then we're gonna take around 30 grams. Okay, so minus 33. It's okay, and we're gonna be adding it all over here. And then we're gonna be mixing everything up. So we mixed everything up, and this is the final product, okay? This is a great consistency when you have something like, as solid as this. Completely upside down, and okay, eventually drops. But this is the finalized product, okay? You can't go wrong with this, guys. Absolutely amazing, and this is going to be the breakfast meal, first meal. Today specifically, the pre-workout meal before we hit the gym. Okay, so we're in the gym, guys. We just arrived, back day today, as I mentioned, and we're going to be starting off today's workout with a nice warm-up set. Now, we're actually going to be doing 1 to 2 warm-up sets, as I mentioned, and we're going to be trying to, implement the, different style of, well, not different style completely, but, the changes in the training style in general we mentioned in today's video. So we're going to be doing 2 warm-up sets, the one you just saw, and this is the second one with 1 plate per side. And then as we move into our working sets, which are going to be 3 working sets of 8 to 12 reps, we are going to be increasing the weight and slowing down the reps just a bit, focusing on form, contraction, stretch, and proper execution and technique in general, as always. So excuse me, in today's workout we managed to do 3 exercises and we filmed them. Now, for some reason the whole gym wanted to hit back today, so even though we wanted to do 2 different exercises than initially, we wanted to do 2 different exercises. We ended up doing the ones I'm going to mention later on. You'll see. So this is the first working set, and we've added, 2 plates per side. And we're actually trying to now, as you can see, we've slowed down the whole rep, let's say, the timing it takes for each rep. So we're focusing on slow negatives, okay? A slight hold, very slight hold and squeeze at the bottom, and then a good stretch at the top, okay? So just as I mentioned, we're going to try and implement this type of, let's say, rep execution from now on for every exercise, every muscle group, every workout overall. Now, this is a machine along with the cable, let's say, lat pull downs that I find really, it really, helps me, and I can perform it really well. I can feel it fantastically in my back. I can, contract very well. It's generally an exercise that works very well for me. So we're going to be keeping this in and, trying to progressively use progressive overload, increase the weight, steadily, slow and steadily, each workout. And now we've moved on to the second working set. We've just added 10 more kilograms. Okay. Now we just, did a bigger stretch, a longer pause. And for the final set, we are going to be adding in total 3 plates per side. And we're going to be doing a drop set as well, because I only managed to hit 5 reps, I think. However, they were 5 good reps. So we're starting off here. First rep, good stretch. Second rep, slow on the negative, boom, stretch. 3. We're going to manage to hit the 4th. I really wanted to go for 8 here, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately. That's, next week's, maybe even the week after that. That's, the goal. So we finish, we eventually, take 1 plate off. It's a drop set, and we just managed to, I think, pump, 6 to 8 more reps in. Now, the second exercise is just going to be, the sitting down cable rows, which is also a fantastic exercise. I used the wide grip today just so I can get a better squeeze in my back overall. The third exercise was the bent over row machine. You've seen me, do plenty of times in the past couple of back workouts. Now, I won't be doing that specifically. I'll probably be doing 1 arm dumbbell rows, either, using a dumbbell, so free weights, or using the machine. You've seen me do plenty of times. And as a 4th exercise, I wasn't able to film it. Me and my brother did, I'm actually, forgetting how it's called. I'm going to show you the exercise next time. It's not lat pull downs. It's the bent over ones. I don't know if I can, explain it accurately. Never mind. We did a 4th, exercise for back. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, okay? So we concluded the workout. I wasn't able to film it, unfortunately, because the camera, my memory card was out of space. So I just ran out, after this back workout and bought another 2 terabytes of hard disk space so I can transfer everything there and, having this not happen again. Regardless of this is the second, working set for this exercise. And, we're just trying to, compared to other, movements for back, here I want to try and squeeze and hold, Even though I'm trying to slowly, let the weight go, trying to stretch at the bottom, even though here, technically I shouldn't be bending over as much so I can get the stretch. So next time I'll be focusing on the stretch more rather than, bending over that much, due to the fact that it's not really, I'm not sure if it's really needed as much. And yeah, we're trying to focus on the stretch, the squeeze, the hold, and the negative part as usual. You could use the narrow grip, the closed grip. However, I've started to use the wider grip just to get a better squeeze. And we are trying to hit both back thickness and width. But as I mentioned I don't remember which video, I am probably going to be focusing on back width just a bit more, so we can, get that upper back a bit fuller without, however, sacrificing excuse me. I'm going to be focusing on back thickness and, without sacrificing and neglecting back width. So we ended up doing our 3, working sets with a drop set as the final set, and we moved on to bent over rows, the machine. Now here, it's not so easy to do a negative part of the movement because, as I've mentioned previously, it takes a toll on the lower back. Okay, so it's really hard. You can really feel your lower back struggling. I'm probably going to be doing, if I ever do this movement again, I'm probably going to be using free weight because this, even though I was really excited about this machine, I can't, perform it as well as, compared to the free weight barbell, let's say bent over rows, or the T-bar rows for that matter. So we start off by doing 1 plate. We add 2 plates. The 3 plates I wasn't able to do as easily because, I kept falling forward. And, eventually we concluded this exercise as well, and the 4th exercise after that. So I hope you enjoyed the workout, guys. Next workout is going to be legs. So stay tuned, keep working hard, and I'll catch you next time in the gym. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have, for the final meal today, 200 grams of chicken breast boiled with 125 grams of beef. Beef, boiled chicken, fantastic. We have 2 pita breads, 200 grams of broccoli, plus 100 grams of feta cheese. So you might ask me, why am I having this instead of the boiled potato and the sweet potato, chicken, broccoli, assortment I wanted to initially? It's because there weren't any sweet potatoes at the supermarket. So we instead are having one meal after my rice flour meal that I ate initially as a pre-workout meal. So we're eating this one. The calories for this are around, well, they're decent. They're around 1,000. If we, take into consideration the other meal we ate pre-workout, we are in our calorie deficit. So I'm gonna, eat this meal, and tomorrow, luckily, there are going to be, sweet potatoes. They're going to bring sweet potatoes at the supermarket, so we will be able to buy some and make the meals. So that is why we don't have the meal prep coming up, as I mentioned. However, I am showing you today's first meal, which is breakfast and pre-workout, the rice flour. And again, this is going to be the second and final meal for today. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the proper, meals of the meal prep. However, as you can clearly see, we are still staying. So this is just plain pita bread, okay? No oil, nothing. This is 200 calories per pita bread. So 2 pita breads, 400 calories. 200 calories of feta cheese, 600 in total so far. 200 grams of broccoli, maybe around 150. So 750. And the chicken altogether, along with the beef, is probably around 1,200 calories altogether. Okay? So, in general, it might be just a bit higher, but in general, if we add the, the pre-workout meal, the first meal, we're probably around 2,000 calories, maybe even lower. Okay? So, still lean, clean, no sauces, no nothing. Okay? So, we're just fine, keeping on the diet, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the other meals.